crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambo has been good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Foyesade Aluakin. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Kentavious Street.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that
evades the tackler and now some space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep for Elliott. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On second down, Elliott once more.
Trucks over him. Breaks through the contact. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
He'll get this off to ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Elliott found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Pittsburgh. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is good. Hey, exit. Don't get nervous. Mike, check 59. I'm coming.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first.
And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it up.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple. Tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Bulldoze, touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little past there. 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Pushes him over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey.
On 1st down, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right.
That one to Swain, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4. Oh, big hole left side.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He's back to throw. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Here we go. All day, man, all day.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.